Most American families with young children spend well over $10,000 a year on childcare, more than the cost of a state college. A system, Rita Braver tells us, that isn't working for anyone.
The parents dropping off their young children at Kitty Campus Child Care Center in Fayetteville, Arkansas, consider themselves lucky.
How important is it for you to have daycare?
We both work, so if we didn't have childcare, one of us would have to stay home.
Brittany Nunez makes $17.50 an hour in a chicken plant. She and her husband, a factory worker, spend $250 a week to send baby Zania here.
If it was just me paying, it'd be half of my check every week.
It's hard.
It really is.
And it is also hard for Robin Slayton, who is trying to keep Kitty Campus afloat.
Yeah, it's just been a struggle.
As the owner of this facility, she faced financial problems before COVID. Then when the virus hit and enrollment dropped, she had to begin letting teachers go.
So I started with laying some off. Then my leadership team, I just couldn't afford the higher paid employees.
As COVID started to ease up, did parents want to send their kids back?
The issue was not the number of kids that we could enroll. We have a waiting list, over 50 children. 5 of our classrooms are closed because we cannot find teachers.
Why can't you find teachers?
It is the low wages that we pay. Then we have Hobby Lobby paying $18 an hour with some benefits, and we just can't match that.
In contrast to companies like the craft and hobby chain, Slayton says she can only afford to pay her employees an average of $13 an hour without raising prices beyond what families she serves can afford. So she is trapped in a vicious cycle, and she is not alone.
There is a crisis for American children, their families, and the childcare workers.
Leah Austin, who runs the Center for the Study of Child Care Employment at the University of California, Berkeley, says many other countries offer all parents some subsidized child care for young children. But things in the U.S. have gone from bad to worse. What did the pandemic do to the availability of child care?
We have lost about 16,000 childcare programs across the country, about 131,000 jobs.
Federal emergency COVID relief funds did provide $39 billion to support child care, helping struggling centers and some parents like Raquel Franklin. She works as a caregiver at Kitty Campus and as an essential worker now gets vouchers to pay for her 2 children who are enrolled here. But when that money runs out...
If I didn't have vouchers, I don't think I would be able to work because my whole check would go straight back to them.
President Biden's Build Back Better plan would offer permanent help with child care costs. But that legislation is stalled. And Mary Slinker, an essential worker in a food production factory whose 4-year-old daughter comes here, says if the vouchers go...
That's going to mean struggle. More overtime, less time with my daughter.
But there may be even more bad news on the horizon. Kitty Campus owner Robin Slayton says she can no longer keep fighting to make ends meet.
I've actually decided after 24 years that it is in my best interest of my health to put this child care center up for sale.
She plans to start an organization to help daycares across the country lobby for more support. But in the meantime...
If you can't sell it, will you just close it?
I definitely would. And I feel bad saying that because I know the community needs it.
And Mary Slinker fears the worst for families like hers.
Stress, more worries, that constant wondering, is my kid okay today?